Callum Turner, welcome.
What a pleasure to be standing opposite you.
What a pleasure to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
It's the EE BAFTA Film Awards. You're here. I know you're giving out an award tonight.
Yes.
You're celebrating yourself. You're celebrating your peers. There's lots going on. So let's go straight in with Masters of the Air.
Yeah.
Your most recent project. How much do you enjoy being in an ensemble cast?
I love
working
it.
out?
Yeah, I mean, look, what those guys did, they saved the world. So first and foremost, it's an honour to represent those men.
Yeah.
And then to be a part of a team, not just the cast, by the way, it's Colleen Atwood and Mike Minkler. We're talking about people that have been at the top of the game for a long time, and I think Mike and Colleen have got 7 or 8 Oscars between them.
Cash,
you know,
yeah.
and Steven Spielberg and all those people. It's just an honour to be part of that, and yeah, I'm happy everyone's watching.
And Joe, at this point in your career, because obviously it's still rising, still growing, you do like such great work. Where are you looking for like challenges with your characters? You never play the same person twice. I've definitely clocked that.
Is that what you've noticed?
There's never the same person twice.
No, you know what? It's all about director.
Yeah.
Because the director's the boss at the end of the day, and whoever they are is going to build the best team around you, and you know, it's a team game. This thing, it really is, and that's why here tonight we're celebrating everyone across the board, and I'm just a cog in the system, and the director chooses the people around that, and yeah, just lucky to be involved.
He's a humble king, what can I say? Speaking of directors, I know you worked with George Clooney recently.
Yeah.
What was the process of working with him like? Because obviously, you know, we know him as a great actor, but yeah, he's led so many like incredible films. Has that been quite inspiring to see like what a career can be like when you've been in the game like that long?
Yeah, and also, you know, the amazing thing about George is he's very vocal, and he'll tell you that he didn't make it until he was 30, 31. You know, he was a jobbing actor until then, and he became George Clooney. You know, he's like one of the only people that you can say their first name and know exactly who you're talking about.
True.
And as a director, he's phenomenal. I learned so much from him. I really did, and he's a real cinephile, and we had a great time together. He's like a big brother.
Yeah.
You know, he just takes the mick out of me, and I love him for that.
That's what you need. You need someone to keep you humble.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
exactly.
Right on. Before I let you go, Callum, I'm asking everybody this tonight. What is the role that you haven't played yet that like you feel you are burning to do? Because like you say, you never do the same thing twice.
Well, I mean, in terms of the films that are on this year, that part in Oppenheimer, I would have loved to have played.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a beautiful thing, and on the flip, I think Ryan Gosling is amazing as Ken.
Do you know what?
So Ken would have been fun.
You would have been a great Ken.
I wouldn't have been as good as him. He was phenomenal.
Listen, he was phenomenal. But I tell you what, Ryan Gosling, as we know, did Beach. That was his Ken. So what would your Ken do? What would be his role?
Pub.
You know what? That is the most Callum Turner answer I could expect, and I'm delighted I got it. Pub Ken, we love that. Let's put that for the sequel. Shout out to Margot Robbie. Pub Ken happening. Callum, thank you so much.
Pleasure, as always.
As always.